In this episode, I'm going to show you how to add a new sky in Photoshop. First, you want to select the image that you want to replace the sky in. Then we need to make a selection of the sky. Now, there are lots of ways to make selections and lots of tool options to make a selection. I'm going to choose the quick selection tool. I'm going to head on over to the quick selection tool and I'm going to begin making a selection of the sky. If I zoom in, you'll see that the cross on top of the church was not selected. I'm simply make that adjustment by holding down the Option key and selecting the cross. Now that I've made my selection, I'm going to head on up to Select and inverse my selection and then add a layer mask. That should take care of the background. Now what we need to do is drop in a new sky to replace the one that we've just gotten rid of. In this case, I've already made a selection of a new sky that I'm going to use. I'm going to grab my Move tool and drag it up to the other layer and then bring it back down. In my Layers panel, I'm going to make sure that layer 1 is below the picture that had the sky originally. And from here, if necessary, I'm going to transform my sky so that it fits better. I can do this by hitting Command T or Control T on a PC. And I'm going to just simply scale this photo to make sure that it fits better. Make sure you hold down the Shift key while you're doing this. In this particular example, I don't want the horizon line to show, so I'm going to keep scaling this until that horizon line disappears. That looks better. And then once you have the picture scaled, you can simply click and drag and move it around until you have it exactly the way you want it. I think that looks pretty good. Then hit enter. Now from here, it's quite possible that the sky that you've chosen might not match the photo that you had originally chosen. That's the example I have here. Clearly the building has much warmer tones than my sky that I've selected. So with the sky layer selected, I'm going to head on over to my adjustment layers, choose color balance, and I'm going to make some adjustments so that the sky looks much better. I'm going to warm these tones up, maybe add a little bit of red. And to ensure that this color balance adjustment is not affecting the whole entire photograph, I'm going to simply head on up to Layer, create a clipping mask so that it clips to the background layer only. From here I can make any further adjustments to fine tune it. That looks more believable. If I toggle the color balance layer on and off, you can see the before, which is cool and cold, and the after, which is much warmer to match the actual warm tones on the building. And that's how you replace the sky in Photoshop.